All right, everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video, and I'm going to take you through this real quick because I always used to think that this radar screen was the best thing since sliced bread. But as you'll see here, Taylor Horton has come out with something that is absolutely uh, destroying my need for this, which is a positive. So normally when I'm looking at the markets, I'll sit there. I've got my radar screen up. I'm looking at here's Bitcoin, futures on the S&Ps. You got interest rates. You got currencies. Oil, all the major things. And I can look at a glance over here. Is anything in a squeeze? And if so, are the moving averages stacked positive? Are they negative? Are they mixed? And I can go down here, and then I got some key stocks. Of course, all the names we know and love. NVIDIA, Dash, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, CRCL, Hood, and is there anything in a squeeze? And if so, are the moving averages stacked positive? And then I like to look at the sectors because I'm a fan of squeezes that are on multiple time, or not necessarily in multiple time frames is great, but multiple asset classes. So my favorite squeeze is the triple squeeze, where if the QQQ is in a squeeze and XLK is in a squeeze, and Apple's in a squeeze, then that typically means Apple's going to have a really good run on that one. So if I'm looking through key sectors here, we all know that the markets have been very strong, but there's not a lot of squeezes, which makes sense. I mean, the markets have emitted a lot of energy here, and that energy is going out in the markets. However, if I look at XLI, I can see that there is a squeeze setting up, and the moving averages are stacked positive. XLRE, real estate, also has one, but that's not necessarily one that I like to trade very much because they don't move. But let's go to XLI. So again, this is me, normal day. Now I got to scroll down. Okay, where's XLI? God, where is X? It's okay. XLI, XLI. Oh, I passed it because. Industrials. Okay, awesome. So now I can look at this and just say, all right, well, here's XLI. And then here, let me get my chart here so I can look at these real quick. And now I'm just going to sit there and go okay, well, we got GE. That's got a squeeze, and the moving averages are stacked positive. And well, I like this, but the squeeze is negative and it's turning, and I'm a fan of that. But it's not necessarily the cleanest squeeze. UNP has a squeeze, but we can see that this is all over the place. That doesn't even count. RTX has a squeeze. And, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So you got a squeeze. The momentum never went below zero. Now it's turning. Okay, that's great. All right, so that's taken me 2.5 minutes, and that's not too long, right? But I went through and I saw that there's 2 indexes in a squeeze. I scrolled down, I found the one index I was interested in, went through some stocks. Okay, well, think about it though. Now, if I wanted to do that, go through every sector, and do an in-depth review of every key stock in every sector. So I've got the top 10 holdings of all the key sectors here, plus the top 20 of tech and things like that too. That can take a long time. So I guess I was a little, humbled and proud. I say humbled facetiously because very proud that Taylor Horton, so he's come in and he's been a student of the squeeze since his early days in trading, and he's kind of made some improvements that I am going to start incorporating simply because he's making the process of finding the best trades, what he calls the super squeeze, easier. And I'll say things like, hey, what I like to look for is a Porsche setup, and it's got obviously I'm looking for a squeeze, but then ideally it's got these other 4 things in it, because if it's just a squeeze without these other 4 things, then well, he's automated all of this, and everything I just showed you to help me find one potential setup in one sector. He's automated it so you can actually look at the top setup in each sector, right? You can look at the, just different things like that. Anyway, I'm going to hop on the webinar with him tomorrow night. There should be a link in the email here, and you can see this will be Wednesday, August 27th at 7 p.m. Central. If you're a fan of the squeeze, and if you're a fan of finding the best squeeze setups with the minimal amount of time, and I don't mean the best squeeze setup oh yeah, here's the 187 best squeeze setups. No, here's the squeezes ranked by okay, yeah, there might be 50 of them, but this is the best one in terms of the criteria, and then this one is second best. We'll be talking about it and super excited. All right, so should be a link again somewhere, maybe below this video or on the email that got sent this, and you can sign up and take a look. I think you'll like it. You guys have a good one. See you at the next update.
Hey, John here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below and let us know what topic you want to see us cover next. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release new videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you next time.